So if that makes sense now, if you listen to it, I'm going to play 4 over and over and over so you can hear how it sounds even and normal and less exciting. And then I'm going to play, and all I'm doing is doubling up on that first string, just keeping things nice and easy, okay? I know I'm playing at the 32nd note level, and I apologize if that's a little bit too fast for you, but it sounds cooler. Like, obviously, there's some energy that's built up by playing at that faster speed. When you go, it doesn't really build that speed, that energy, so that's why I'm playing at that speed, so at the 32nd note. Okay, so here we go. Here's the group of 4. So here's going to be the group of 6. I got to keep stopping my audio over there, so I apologize for that. So if that makes sense, it sounds a little more interesting, okay? So because I'm not just playing 4 over 4 and everything is nice, and I would call it a square or a box, everything is just even and there's nothing exciting happening there, you want to be able to break out of that. Now, in the Rock Licks course that I just made, I do all kinds of different things like this. They're not all fast, and they're not all crazy. Some are more classic rock, some are more modern metal. You know, there's all kinds of different things. But for me, and we'll get into this later next week as well, it's not just learning licks, it's learning how to connect them together. Okay, that's another thing that's just really, really important. So if you're interested in this sort of thing, please do me a favor, check out the guitar course and see what you think of it. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to change one of the notes. So instead of just playing straight A major pentatonic here, what I want to do is change up one of the notes so I have a little bit different color. Okay? Now, as I change these notes, please understand that maybe you don't know anything other than pentatonic, and you can't change those notes, and that's okay. Again, it's another day of study, no problem. Okay? But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take, instead of playing 5, 2, 5, 2, I'm going to play 4, 2, 5, 2. What I'm adding in technically would be called the major 7th, but again, don't worry about that. But by doing that, it's adding a new color, a new sound, an excitement to this. Again, another energy. Instead of just playing that, I'm playing. Now again, there's nothing dramatic happening here. All I did was change one note, but in changing that, listen to the impact that it has. Let me go back. Okay, here we go. Hopefully that makes sense, right? So then what you saw me do is I started combining the new pattern with the G sharp in there. I started combining that pattern with the first pattern, right? And then the wizard says, is it okay to start at 60 beats per minute? Absolutely. Start wherever you need to. I always tell people, drop the ego and just get on board. That's what you do with tempo. You just got to get on board. You just got to jump on somehow and start playing. The tempo is an ego thing. We tell ourselves we have to play at a certain speed. We do not. You just have to jump on board. Just find out where you belong and start practicing these things, okay? So as I change that into that, then what I started doing is adding the group of 6, right? And notice how I went 2 groups of the 6 and then 1 group of 4. And then I went back to, right? Again, just creating. So all of a sudden I get 2 little licks that become 1 larger lick. And sometimes when we play multiple licks that connect together with kind of a common theme, we often call that a pattern or a sequence. Okay? So that's what's happening here is I'm just developing something else.